What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cedric from Sweet Scale TV, and we are back with another episode. It's a beautiful Sunday. I try to get a lot of footage done on the weekends because, as some of you are well aware, I do work a full-time job. So it's really hard during the week to shoot, edit, and pump out the video. So I try to take advantage on the weekends. For those who don't know who I am, I'm a musician, producer, and DJ, and on this channel, I'll be sharing my journey of becoming an online producer, as well as building a music company from the very beginning. That includes the beats I make, how I make these beats. I'll be making beats from scratch, but I'll also be sharing the business side in terms of analytics, marketing, sponsorships, networking with artists, partnerships with companies, everything and anything I'll be sharing on this channel. By no means do I have all the answers, not even close. But I've realized you don't need to have all the answers to start. I know I'm growing as a producer each and every day. I'm learning more about business each and every day. That's a part of the process. Anyways, in today's episode, we're gonna break down how I made this Chris Brown beat. Let's get into it. I did try making this beat in Ableton, but I still need more time to learn it. So I went back to Old Faithful, Logic. So I'm starting out in Omnisphere, and I started with, it's called the small reso chunks. But before we do that, let me show you guys the snares and hats. As soon as I laid those chords down, I'm thinking right away, this is a Chris Brown beat. I added a few leads. What I did next was add some vocal samples from Splice. At this time, I'm thinking I have enough so we can build the kicks. Bring in the rest. So I would listen to that over and over, and I'm like, okay, it's good. I like it, but it's missing something. It's not enough. It's not enough to be a banger. You guys know, sometimes like you'll create a beat and you'll be thinking like, okay, like something's missing. I'm missing a certain aspect. I don't know what it is. I knew it was a Chris Brown type of beat just because of the feel. So I went back into Omnisphere and added 2 pads, as well as a few pads from my Motif. You guys know how much I love my baby, the Yamaha Motif. And I didn't mess around. No, and then I went to the Moog. I played bass using the Little Fatty. The Little Fatty is a beast, okay? And then a little slide. And I did an octave, and then I felt like I was still missing one more thing. And so I added guitar on the Motif. Then I added a guitar amp just to add a little more juice. And this is what it sounds like. And this is the entire beat. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my drums. I make my drums using Maschine in Logic. So what I've done is I've created 16 different channels for Maschine. I also have 16 different groups. So I'm able to add, what's 16 times 16? Y'all figure it out. I use one channel for kicks. I use another channel for snares, hats, effects. Like kick will be audio 1, hats will be audio 2, snares will be audio 3, effects might be audio 4 and 5, so I never really use all these channels, but I'd rather have them and not need them. And so what I do is I create all the drums in Maschine. So once I'm done building the drums, you'll see I've created 5 audio stacks, and those stacks have typically 8 different audio inputs. Once I like everything I hear, I'll actually drag the MIDI files into audio files and drop them into their certain section, the designated sections. For the kicks, I'll drag them into the stack for the kicks. For the snares, I do the same. Hi-hats, I do the same. It's a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It takes a bit of time, but I'm kind of used to it, and that's why I'm kind of considering switching to FL. Because if I don't do this, I find that sometimes I'm taking up too much CPU and Logic will start to freeze. Now I knew as soon as I built this track, I didn't want the song to start just like this. Nothing wrong with that, it sounds good, but I wanted a little prelude, like a little something. So I added these 2 sounds. Alright guys, that is a wrap. Hoping you guys enjoyed this week's episode. If you did enjoy this episode, do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. If you're here for the very first time, thank you for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. I got a ton of content coming your way. If you're an artist and you feel like this beat is perfect for you, then you can head over to my website at sweetscale.ca where it is available. Next week's episode, we're gonna be slowing it down just a bit. We're gonna be covering a Jhené Aiko type beat. You're not gonna wanna miss that episode. It's your boy Cedric from Sweetscale TV. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I can't wait to see you guys in next week's episode. Peace.